All right, guys, so it's been a while, and it's because it's summer. It's been the summer. I have posted a couple of family vlog videos on our channel, so I hope you check those out. And especially because I have to do a better job when I do these family vlog videos, and more videos are to come, and I'm gonna be doing this more often, which is to, as I'm shooting them, kind of explaining like what I'm shooting on and how and what I'm doing, basically, because there is a method to my madness. I mean, I like to capture our family vlogs, but at the same time, you know, I go back and forth. Like, I'll vlog with my GoPro Hero 8, and then if I don't feel like carrying it anymore, I'll leave it in the car, or if the batteries are running low, which always happens to me, then I'll just switch to my iPhone 12 mini, and the camera on this set to 4K is great because you could always, you know, you downsize it to 1080p and it looks, and when you go back and forth footage of, you know, GoPro, iPhone, and maybe even this, like this is a Canon SL2, you go back and forth, as long as you're kind of color grading it, tweaking it a little bit to match, like you might tell the difference, but it doesn't distract you. And I think that's the key, that's the point. Like, I think you can shoot on different things and edit them together. And as long as it's not like, you're not going for like a high-end production value, like if it's a vlog or just a simple video, something just to showcase something or tell a story here on YouTube as a content creator, I think that's perfectly fine. So anyway, I'm here today because, not to make any excuses, but yes, it's been busy all summer, and I haven't been able to really have a setup where I can just like come in here, turn it on, and like start talking. Okay, so this is me testing the setup here. I got my light, my Godox SL60. I can hear the fan. I don't know if the mic is picking it up. The mic is about a foot away from my mouth, right up here. The Deity 4D Duo is on top of the camera, and that's about 2 feet away. Yeah, about 2 feet, like my arm length. Let's get some room tone. Okay, and I wish the mic was closer, but my pole isn't long enough. I'm using this kind of like pool table as my surface here for this little YouTube studio. As you can see, I'm like in an attic. I'll zoom out a little bit more. My little YouTube studio. I just threw that giant bulb there for, I don't know, ideas, ambiance. I don't know, I might take that out. Trying to figure out what to do. Put some interesting things back here. I'll probably put something interesting in that corner because that light is like lighting up that corner. These are just bins, but I figure, yeah, that's fine. I'll just close them up and make it look a little neater. That's basically it for now. So hopefully I'm gonna start cranking out some videos right here. This is my little set for my channel and also for Jedi Toy Masters. I have a Star Wars channel with my kids. We do a lot of fun Star Wars stuff. They're working on a stop motion right now. So I'm gonna go get to that. And so check that out. I'll link that channel below. It's a lot of fun stuff, like toy unboxings and Star Wars stuff, because we love Star Wars and toys. So on this channel, this is like family vlogging, and you know, me trying to vlog and try out gear and learn this with you. So right now, shooting on the Canon SL2, which is kind of funny because I do have a Sony a7 IV, but it's back at the office. And honestly, this feels easier to set up. Like, I know this camera so well. It's so simple. It's such a cheaper alternative for everything. And I think the quality is great. It's not like 4K amazing, you know, whatever, Cinelog or all that stuff, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, if you light it well and you mic yourself decently, you got a decent mic, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I have it on a little mini travel tripod. It's sitting on top of the pool table right now. So that's basically what I'm seeing. You got the light. It's like literally sitting on the pool table. And we got, you know, it's basically an SL2 with a mic on top And then I got my other mic on a pole here, you know, which I'm debating whether I do this setup with this pole here, because it's just an extra thing to set up and plug in. I have the Rode Wireless Go 2, so I like the idea of keeping the DAD 4D on top of the camera because it has an extra input. So that way it'll record left channel on that, right channel on whatever else you plug into it, or vice versa. And I'll just do the Rode Wireless Go 2 on that. And then that way the Rode actually has a feature where it'll record on one channel, and but also it will, the unit itself will record. So I'll have a backup as well. So not only will I have one channel backup on top of the camera mic, which is not ideal, I'll have the other channel, which is the wireless, but then that wireless also has a backup, which is the recording on the device itself. So I think that's a pretty solid setup. I mean, if there was a way, like if I get some kind of an extension where I can, on top of the cold shoe of the camera, and get that mic closer, like if I can have it angle that actually booming a little bit without having to have an extra contraption, I can do everything right on the right on here, you know, that would be great too. But we'll see. Anyway, this is a quick test of this little YouTube studio. I just want to give you a quick update of what I'm doing, and more to come, guys, more to come. Okay, so this is the next day, and I decided to well, actually I was up here doing some stuff and cleaning up, and then I realized, like, you know, maybe I could tweak this a little bit more. So that's what I did. I tweaked it a little bit more. So I'm looking at the monitor now. So like this side, I mean, this background that I have is not wide enough to like cover the entire background, which ideally I would like, just so that, you know, everything is not exposed. But you know what? It is what it is. And honestly, I think the fact that I'm up here in this like attic space, it's a character. This background is a character. It's real. It is what it is. There's storage over there, and this corner over here, I have like some boxes and stuff. But then I have this like the pool cue rack, because this is a pool table. So I figured, you know what? Let me just you know, fix it up a little bit. So I like, you know, I put this giant bulb that I found on clearance at Walmart. So I kind of hung it down here with a clamp. Here, I'm gonna show you. I got a bunch of these clamps. So I just like clamped this here. Let me go wide. So I just kind of clamped it to one of the beams up there, and I just kind of hung it there. And then I don't know if you can see it, but right up here, there's a construction light, like a construction little clamp light that you get at Home Depot. They're dirt cheap. And I put this, I just put a really bright bulb on it with a filter. I put a little like colored filter that's the same color as this bulb. So see what happens when I'm gonna shut off the clamp light and just leave the bulb by itself. So you see that? That bulb is really more decorative than anything else. It doesn't really give off that much light, but when I turn on that light, let me go back. So there you go. It kind of gives the illusion that bulb is creating all that light. And then in the little corner, I had a flag that was left over from 4th of July, so I just kind of put it there. And then I have this black, I have this black cloth that I had it going across. So I decided to just drape it the long way, the way it's supposed to go, so it can cover all the way to the bottom. And it's, you know, it's hung nice and tight, which gives me some, you know, covers up the background a little bit. Can't really do anything about this side, but I think what I'm gonna do is, I have to go to Home Depot later because I have another clamp light here. Let me zoom out a little bit. I can see that one right there. That clamp light is, here, let me show you. That's another construction, you know, Home Depot clamp light, dirt cheap. They're very cheap, guys. And I have that one there with a blue gel. So this one has kind of like an orange gel, kind of to give off the same light as that bulb. This is kind of like has a blue gel on it just to kind of backlight me. So you see it's creating this little thing. And that's kind of making it so that my big light that I have over here that I showed you already is kind of giving me this light, and this kind of gave me a little hair light. And when we moved into this house, in the kitchen, there was a bunch of these like spotlights, these, I forgot what they're called. And they had these bulbs, these Philip bulbs on them. And each of these are dimmable, which is nice. So if I wanted to put like a dimmer on these, I could. But they're 1300 lumens and they're 5000 Kelvin. So it's nice, even, you know, a light, and they're very bright. So I have this extra one. So what I'm gonna do is get another clamp light later today at Home Depot, and I'm just gonna like clamp it somewhere over here and have it just kind of like shooting onto the background to kind of give the background some depth, I guess. The reason this one is here covering also is because the door that goes out is like right there. And at least it gives me a little bit of privacy so that if somebody accidentally comes up while I'm recording, at least they kind of, you know, whatever. And then you can probably see that there's a window that's like, you can see it through the fabric. Now that's not gonna be an issue because it's the morning right now when I'm recording this. But most likely I'm gonna be shooting most of my videos at night. So that's not gonna be an issue. There's a window over there similar to that gives off some daylight, but again, most of my recording is going to take place during the evening, and so I'm not really worried about any light coming in through there. Plus this huge light that's right here is kind of covering the window anyway. And then I got my microphone, you can see it's like right there shooting down on me. But this is great because, you know, I can just come, sit down. Of course, if I have family over and they want to play pool, then I got to move everything out of the way. But I kind of marked with tape where I have the camera, where I sit, and everything else is pretty much will stay the same. So it makes it good. It makes it easy for me to just kind of come in here and hit record. And that's the whole point. That's the point. It's to kind of not make any more excuses and just create content. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do more family vlogs. I'm gonna kind of always remember to tell you what I'm shooting that day, whether it's this camera, a DSLR, or I use my GoPro a lot when I'm out with the family, or even just my phone. I use my phone a lot, and I shoot in 4K on the phone, and then I intertwine the footage, and it gives you a little bit more leeway and a little bit more quality as far as the video quality. So yeah, I mean, most family vlogs were outdoors anyway. So, but yeah, at least this way I can always come back to the old studio and have a chat with you guys. So this is my work in progress. Another update. I know I've had a couple of these updates in the past. You want to check those out to see like the progress of where we've come with this little studio here. And check out some of our other videos as well. So I have a really cool video that I did a couple months ago, which was like the best budget cameras of 2022 for YouTube. And I did another video where I kind of gave my list of the if there was no budget, what would be my top 5 picks. And it's funny because one of those cameras I own now. So pretty cool. All right, so that's it for now, guys. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. I'll see you next time.